Try to do this, yeah. I might need your heavy-duty tissue, but I'm okay.
This is a powerful moment for Sam Kirton.
I'm so glad you're here.
Because Sam is exactly where he wants to be.
Part of the beauty of the memorial is that there's a water feature that runs through here. From right here where I'm standing now, I can hear the water. I can feel the memorial. Each time I come back to the memorial, when I get to this point right here and look down the ramp, I can't help but become overwhelmed.
But to understand why this place is so important to him, you'll need to learn about one of the most difficult times in his life. Lake Anna is home for Sam.
After all these years, managed to still keep all of my own fingers.
Preparing meals pairs well with the tranquility of the lake.
It is really a way to escape everything else that's going on around you.
H4.
It's where he and his wife Susan play board games to relax.
H5.
And they have a healthy love of competition.
You sunk it.
Yes.
January 31st, 2017 at about 11:30 in the morning.
They would need that competitive spirit when Sam's health took an unexpected turn.
It was one of those moments you won't forget because part of the message was, go get your affairs in order.
Idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, or IPF, is a cruel, scarring lung disease.
I felt like I had never been sick a day in my life.
A grim 2 to 5 years to live.
Once I was diagnosed, it felt like I was coming apart at the seams.
Sam's new normal, a life full of medications to slow the progression of the disease.
I think the highest I was on was about 36 pills a day.
Making his health a priority, Sam focused on his strength.
I started walking and exercising and going to pulmonary rehab.
Next, Sam's bucket list, traveling with his oxygen tank in tow.
So we went to South America, got on a ship, and went to Antarctica.
But in late 2019, things began to worsen.
We were pretty sure that I wasn't going to make it to Christmas if I didn't get transplanted.
His breathing had started to get worse. His cough had worsened. He was more short of breath with activities.
Dr. Ariel, the medical director for the lung transplant program at the Inova Fairfax Medical Campus.
Typically with IPF, we would think of transplant window being in the order of months. In his case, I would have thought is in the order of weeks to months.
Sam's care team made the decision to place him on the wait list.
C3?
Then, 9:03 the morning of July 9th.
I was in my office and Susan was downstairs in her office. I knew the number was from the hospital, but I wasn't expecting it was the call.
The words he'd been waiting for.
We got lungs for you. And wait, hold on. What?
3 a.m. July 10th, an 8-hour procedure.
You got your new lungs.
Susan's competitive spirit stepping in to remind Sam he is a fighter.
Can you see me? Do you know I love you? Do you know you're a miracle?
Despite being the most complicated transplant that is done on the human body, just like that, Sam takes his first breath.
Can we hear your voice? What's your first name?
And his first word.
Sam?
Because we always knew that transplant was our best chance of a longer life together. I never doubted. I never had the thought of what happens if this doesn't work.
My donor family had experienced grief at an unbelievable level. I couldn't be more thankful to them for what I was able to do now. I was breathing on my own.
Sam and Susan expressed their gratitude with a table setting for a person they have never met.
On the first anniversary of my transplant, it was a way to remember my donor, and it stays out almost year-round.
And now?
I started writing in December of 2021. My column is Make Every Breath Count.
Sam's blog.
And these are what some of the outcomes are.
A passion project and a way of paying it forward.
Being able to help other people understand what they might be about to experience was the reason I wrote.
One of Sam's topics is about what he and Susan call the village.
Michelle's the one on the phone actually telling me that they had a lung offer for me that day.
It's people who supported him. He wrote a note
And it just said, thanks.
for his care team.
And that seems like so little for somebody who did so much for you.
It's his friends.
This couple, Rex and Sandy, came out and sat on the roof of the garage just so we'd know they were there.
Sam, forever grateful to so many people. But it's the person he's never been able to thank that brings him back to the National Donor Memorial in Richmond for his annual visit.
I know that at 9:03 this morning, my phone's going to sound an alarm because that was the moment I got the call. Okay.
He and Susan
Yep. I'm good.
mustered the strength to walk in.
With so many names. The one that just says baby girl.
There's a baby boy down there too. It is overwhelming and humbling. And you have an alarm going off. It's okay. You're fulfilling somebody's dream.
His message to his donor.
I love you. I don't know. I really don't know how a person who has never met me could love me so much for me to have these lungs. It is absolutely pure. I want them and their family to know how much I love them.
Now, Sam's purpose.
I want to be the poster child for Make Every Breath Count. I want people to see that through organ donation, through giving somebody else a second chance at life, that they can help somebody else do that same thing.